history of the Potino and of the Seminoles people. The Potino, of Tunica affiliation, lived here in the Alachua region until the destruction of their towns in the early 1700s. We pay our respects to Indigenous elders and descendants of the past and present, especially those who have called the University of Florida home within their lifetime. Thank you. Now please join me in a moment of silence. Will a member of the Rules and Ethics Committee please come and conduct roll call?
Andrews. Antoni. Here. Archulus. Here. Adam. Here. Tennant. Here. Blythe. Botts. Here. Boyosa. Here. Brandmeier. Here. Bravo. Here. Britton. Cafarada. Canella. Here. Chabra. Here. Comstone. Here. Davis. Here. DeCampley. Dill. Here. Doonan. Here. Drescher. Here. Eisenberg. Eubank. Here. Feldstein. Here. Felix. Here. Herbert. Here. Coloromo's here. Vinthrock. Flores. Here. Fullerton. Here. Gelati. Olasorki. Here. Gregg. Here. Henley. Here. Hoffman. Pedicula. Here. Isaacson. Here. Jabor. Jacobson. Johnson. Here. Parmalee. Here. Katz. Here. Katz. Here. Kajabi. Here. Khan. Here. Kugler. Here. Kushwaha. Here. Labradini. Larson. Levitt. Here. Littman. Here. Lockwood. Here. Blue. Here. Lucan. Here. Mahmoody. McNamara. Here. Melamed. Here. Mendo. Here. Netchik. Here. Mirabel. Bolton. Murphy. Here. Nudo. Here. Papa. Here. Pasco. Here. Pecora. Here. Prieto. Here. Putnam. Here. Rappaport. Here. Rothit. Here. Rabindranath. Here. Riley. Here. Rodriguez. Here. Revive. Here. Runyon. Here. Sabadash. Salvador. Here. Shapansky. Here. Schraub. Here. Cipher. Here. Cipher. Sethi. Shaw. Sharma. Here. Simon. Here. Stevens. Zerkowski. Tappan. Triggs. Here. Trower. Here. Urbens. Wolsonovich. Here. Gachik. Zervadakis. Here. Are there any senators I did not call? There were 68 senators present.
Quorum has been established with 68 senators present. We are now in line for public comment, starting off with Tyler Sklar.
Okay, I'm gonna show the chambers this image. Do you see anything wrong with it? There's something missing here at the bottom. No? These are missing. The SMOs. Where did they go? Who knows? No explanation. When the website had this new roster up, they just went missing. No explanation. I still don't have an explanation. Even though I sent an email up, so I don't know what's up with that. But in that notice, it says 13.012, student government advising operations shall update the student center roster website to accurately display a member's SMO affiliation upon request by the center. It says shall, not may. So it's like an obligation. So you can't just be like, nah, we're not going to do it. It says shall, so it's kind of, you kind of have to do it if the center requests go ahead up. So it's not there. And the reason why I show these centers because I know they're probably in the caucus because there was a resolution passed a few weeks ago. Resolution recognizing Women's History Month and advocating gender equality at the University of Florida. As you can see, there's a bunch of women's caucus leadership up here. There's no SMO affiliation under any of these centers. And this bill was signed on March 27, 2025. And I took the screenshot 2 days ago. I think it's kind of long overdue for that. I'm pretty sure it exists. Who knows what happened? And I'm pretty sure this is very important because, you know, part of SMOs is like, if no one knows about them, what's the point of setting them up? Because, for example, you like in the women's caucus, when you want to reach out to other students about this caucus, you know, and it's legislative agenda, don't you want other people to know about your existence? Or like, this goes for any SMO, like the library caucus, the graduate caucus. I'm not sure if any of those still, maybe the graduate caucus exists. I'm not sure about the library caucus. See, I don't know if any SMOs still exist because it's on the roster. Who knows if they exist or not? You might as well just get rid of this entire section. It doesn't make any difference because no one knows about SMOs besides standards. So this definitely should be fixed because it literally says shall, not may. So definitely fix that. Thank you.
We are now in line for class council's agency head, Adrian Alonso. So 3 minutes whenever you're ready.
Yep, you can start me now. Before we do the third section. Good evening, senators.
Good evening.
I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I'm sure you guys want to hear me talk. For those of you that are new here, if you don't know me, my name is Adrian Alonso, and I have the honor of serving as class council's agency head this year. I only have like 5 days left, I think, or a little longer. But I'm here to invite you all to Ring Dance and Senior Send Off, which is the last two events of the year. Ring Dance will take place on Tuesday, April 22nd from 6 to 9 p.m. at Touchdown Terrace. This event will be for all students. The purpose is to celebrate all upperclassmen. The event will have free food, music, and a special prize. If you have any questions, you can ask me about it, or you can ask Freddie. She's in charge of it. Senior Send Off will be on April 30th from 4 to 7 p.m. at Gator Walk. The event will have live bands, food trucks, and shirts, stuffed gators for seniors. The event will also have a lot of fun activities like the mechanical gator and a gator slide. I hope to see you all there. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, seniorclass@u.ufl.edu. If you want to know the price of the event, just email me. You want the PRR, I don't care, I'm transparent. Thank you all, have a good night.
We are now in line for goodbye speeches, starting with Senator Rappaport.
Good evening, senators.
Good evening.
Good evening, senators.
Good evening.
There we we go. Time for the moment that you have all been waiting for. Just kidding, not really. This is a very bittersweet moment for me. And in writing this speech, I've been able to look back at my time in the Senate, the good, the bad, the ugly, and genuinely, I could not be more grateful. With a goodbye speech, I'm afforded the privilege of talking about myself on a microphone for 15 minutes, my favorite activity. Just kidding. I'm gonna try to weave in my shout outs here and there. Let's start at the very beginning. So on August 19, 2004, this stud of a child was born. Her first words were Walter Clayton Jr. She just like, no, I don't know. I was born in DC, but my entire mom's side of my family went to UF. I'm the sixth person in my family to attend UF and a third generation Gator, and it was pretty much destiny. Skipping along to my student government career, this was when I first ran for Senate and my first campaign, freshman year, sophomore seat. I had literally no idea what I was getting into, but it was probably one of the best decisions I made at UF. I decided to run after getting seated next to Julia Cypher at my first Hello event, and she talked about Senate, and I thought I could use something productive to ground myself, and it seemed right up my alley, so thank you for that, Julia, the real OG. Also, shout out Santi Alvarez for consoling me when I thought I bombed my slating interview. And shout out the book, Maya, Joey, Abby, Aaron, my OG boss squad. I'll get to you all later, but I must mention that I met Joa and Aaron changing attire while tabling. Deep roots, may Gator Party rest peacefully. Also, throw back to 6-hour Senate meetings, guys. Who remembers that? Any of you? Yeah, those were the days, truly. Okay, moving on. My second campaign sophomore year, I was AA2 campaign manager, Adrian Alonso, who is here right now. Adrian has also had the incredible pleasure of being my class council's boss, trusted mentor, and easiest person for me to annoy at all times. Shout out Adrian for everything you've done for me. And also shout out my change besties, Hunter and Oscar. So this campaign, I actually lost my election by 3 votes. That was awesome. Big lesson about time management, balancing commitments, but everything happens for a reason. Shout out John Evan Brinkman for giving me his seat. And I was back in Senate, thank God. Okay, serious. The most meaningful thing I did in Senate was, of course, authoring resolutions commemorating Spectrum G's Not Hate and condemning anti-Semitism on our campus. It may seem like a small feat or just another resolution, but this small feat would be pretty impossible on lots of college campuses in America today, which is something I'm incredibly grateful for. If you sponsored any of these bills, and over 70+ of you did, thank you. It means a lot to me. And shout out JewCauc, the unofficial Jewish caucus. You guys are awesome. Love the name. Keep it up. Let's keep that thing going. Okay, this is the moment that I've been waiting for. We're gonna do some interactiveness. If you are a senator affiliated for Vision Party, please raise your hand. Nice, keep it raised. Now, unless you are a replacement or you came through RNA, thank you for serving on my campaigns and thank you for winning your election. Now put both of your hands in the air and give yourselves a round of applause. It is truly a feat and you should all be proud of yourselves. Being campaign manager for 2 consecutive semesters low-key cooked me, but it was also the most fun I've had in student government ever. This is the fall election, which literally feels like years ago. Co-campaign manager, shout out AJ Amster, former senator. It was after 1 football season, 1 Supreme Court case, shout out before a study room where Aaron and I wrote our first memorandum, and 1 hurricane, shout out Hurricane Milton Bravo for extending for like an entire week. And after all that, we won. To my AA, Cole Bennett, you are awesome. I'm so proud of everything you're doing now. You're going to continue to do awesome things. Okay. And here's the spring election. So this was literally like the Avengers assembling. All of the All-Stars came out to play for this campaign. My chairs, the TTs, Annabelle and Eric, Mia, Bravo, Julia, Aaron, Sammy, Maya, Sabodash, and Anthony, most of which are in Senate. You guys were actually incredible. My perfect AA, who is not listening, hi Nor. Mini Me, Queen of Taps, my DC child. Thank you for working hard, booking my yoga pod classes and keeping me sane. I'll love you forever. Drew Lansall was my co-campaign manager. It's completely full circle. We were AAs together a year prior and it was awesome. Drew is probably not watching this, but I'm still incredibly happy that we got to do it together. When you watch this later, thanks for putting up with me. To the ticket, congrats, you guys are unbelievably deserving. Student Body Vice President-elect Jake Gonzalez, my girl. I'm happy you'll be able to put your skills learned from junior class vice president to good use. You're incredibly hardworking. I love you. to the team of over 200 people, guys, that was crazy, Holy Ambassadors. Thank you. Sorry for being mean sometimes. I'm normally nice, most of the time. I had so much fun with everybody, and I'm grateful for every single one of you. It was really fun to stand in the lecture hall, and no one really had enough room to have a seat, so they were just on the floor. But everyone was committed to the bit. It was awesome. Everyone had the vision and passion, and yeah, nothing makes me happier than seeing your faces in this room. Keep working hard. Regpol at T-Smack. I had to. I'm sorry. I am proud to say to be the first back-to-back campaign manager and the first female back-to-back campaign manager, and to also currently hold both of the records for most seats won in fall and spring elections. 2-0. It's been real. Never doing that again, but it's awesome. Okay, now for the rest of the people that I need to mention. If I miss anyone, I'm really sorry. I don't actually want to talk for 15 minutes. Starting with my Senate lineage, Andrew isn't even here, and I was going to make so much fun of him, but I guess I have to cut this out. My Senate child, love you. Caleb here? Oh, make me proud. Big shoes to fill. We got an awesome fam, okay? Alex Weir's my flex kid. I love you. Jake Runyon, you are the weirdest person I know, but boy, am I glad I met you. You're too smart for your own good, but you will be running the world someday. To my 80 pies, Kate, Emma, and Caroline, make me proud. It's been awesome watching you guys excel and continue to follow in the footsteps of the awesome people that came before us. Arshawn, not here, but I feel this is my formal apology to anyone who sat by me and Arshawn in the Senate meeting. Like, truly, that was really terrible. Mia and Bravo, sorry, Mia, I'm grouping you with Bravo. Policy nightmare rotation, you guys are absolute baddies. You guys are the perfect mix of wholesome and evil. There's no one like you guys, truly. To all of my FFLP kids, you guys are all utterly, entirely cracked out, but I know you will do insanely awesome things. You're gonna be running the school one day. Special shout out to Zach for literally slaving away during Spread Cream Cheese Not Hate for me when it was not your job at all, but appreciate it. Where is it? Oh yeah, Jocelyn, you kill me. I'm not going to your 7 a.m. club or on 85 formal. I'm so sorry. Love you though. My mentors, I learned from the absolute best. There's a lot. Sorry. Isabel Pons, Brian Rosenfeld, Kayla Myers, Adrian Alonso, Sean Harkins, Santi Alvarez, Noah Feinberg. No. Thank you for seeing something in me. I would literally be nowhere without you. Julia, again, the literal OG badass and president. Literally what? Like what? That's awesome. Love you, Monish. I don't know if you're watching, but you and I have been on the same wavelength since day one. Throwback to his goodbye speech where he told everyone we're dating. We were dating. Moving along. Jocelyn, stop texting me, please. And once again, to the book, Sex and SG, OG Student Government Bot Squad. Abby, I don't know if Abby's here, but it's always been us, Girl Justice for the Coffee Bar, if anyone remembers that one. For Abby for, yeah, Justice for, give up the coffee bar, yeah. For Abby for Life, Maya, I can never remember if we met in FFLP Flex Vision Party or JJ's, but I remember you were there from the beginning, and I know you will always be there. You're amazing, budget queen, awesome. Joa, yes, okay. I can't believe you showed up. Now that works. I love you to death. I'm so proud of you. You might have worse ADHD than me, but you are truly one of the best people I know. You're hella locked in these days, but I'm always rooting for you. Did I miss anyone? And lastly, Erin Rubai. I've had some of the best and worst moments of my UF career with you. I don't know when it happened or how it happened, but at some point you became the person I go to for the smallest inconveniences, the life-altering traumatic experiences, and everything in between. I'm so proud of you, and I don't say it enough. I give you so much shit every day, but I don't know where I'd be without you. And I'm really glad I learned how to change a tire that day. You guys are my rocks. I love you guys. I can't believe we're the ones in charge now. Like, Loki, who had let that happen, I don't really know. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, that's it. Okay, time for me to exit gracefully. Senate, it's been real. Don't know what I'm gonna do with my Tuesday nights now, but it's gonna be awesome. But when you all miss me terribly, you can visit me in my office. # class councils. Thanks for approving me also. I remember when I was a freshman, I thought goodbye speeches were weird, but writing this, I was like, wait, this is so awesome and fun, and I get all this time to talk about myself. Really though, it is a blessing to be able to be in this room surrounded by people who make a difference. Don't take it for granted, do something with it, and don't waste your time here. Rappaport out.
agenda. Are there any amendments to the agenda? Majority Party Leader Khan.
I move to approve of the emergency replacement Senate candidate Haley Sedgepal by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion to approve the emergency replacement Senate candidate Haley Sedgepal by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes.
I move to approve of Giselle Linares for the open off-campus seat by unanimous consent.
There has been a motion to approve Giselle Linares for the open off-campus Senate seat by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes. Is there a
Follow-up. I move to approve Mengjin Wang for the open graduate seat by unanimous consent.
There has been a motion to approve Mention Wing for the open graduate off-campus seat by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes.
Follow-up.
Follow-up.
I move to approve of the excused absences special rule by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion to approve the block of excused and unexcused absences by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes.
I yield to Budget Chairwoman Maya Dicula.
All right, I move to add SSB 2025-1088 to second reading by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion to add SSB 2025-1088 to the agenda under second reading by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes.
Follow-up. I
Follow-up.
move to add SSB 2025-1089 to second reading by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion to add SSB 2025-1089 to the agenda under second readings by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes.
Follow-up.
Follow-up.
I move to add SSB 2025-1091 to the agenda under second reading by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion to add SSB 2025-1091 to the agenda under second readings by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes.
Follow-up.
Follow-up.
I move to add SSB 2025-1092 under second readings by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion to add SSB 2025-1092 to the agenda under second readings by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes.
Follow-up.
Follow-up.
I move to add SSB 2025-1093 under second readings on the agenda by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion to add SSB 2025-1093 to the agenda under second readings by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes.
Follow-up.
Follow-up.
I move to make a block of SSB 2025-1088, SSB 2025-1089, SSB 2025-1091, 1092, and 1093
By unanimous
by
consent.
unanimous consent.
There has been a motion to make a block of the following bills: SSB 2025-1088, 89, 91, 92, and 93, all under second reading by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes.
Follow-up.
Follow-up.
I move to approve that block under second readings by unanimous consent.
There has been a motion to approve the aforementioned block by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes.
I yield. Oh, thanks. I yield back to Majority Party Leader Khan.
Majority Party Leader Khan.
I move to add SSB 1087 under second reading to the agenda by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion to add SSB 2025-1087 to the agenda under second reading by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes.
I move to approve the aforementioned bill by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion to approve SSB 2025-1087 under second readings by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes. Pro Temp 4, Rubai.
I move to add all of the summer replacements selected by Senators in this chamber under the replacement and agenda committee recommendations by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion to add all of the summer replacements to the agenda under the replacement and agenda committee recommendations by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes. Follow-up.
I move to make a block of those aforementioned recommendations.
There has been a motion to make a block of all of these summer replacements by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, that motion passes.
Move to adopt the agenda.
There's been a motion to adopt the agenda. Are there any objections? Seeing none, that motion passes. Great, we are now aligned for student body officer reports. Is there anyone here from the president's office? Yes. Oh, hello. Oh, Mecca Bush, yes, please.
Hello. Good evening, Senators. My name is Owen Lefbush, and I'm this year's Student Government Accountability Agency head. This was no doubt a building year for SGAA. As a recently reestablished agency, my team has been hard at work ensuring that student government is not only accountable, but efficient as well. Following this mission, my team and I continued our semesterly accountability reports for agencies and cabinet. This report highlights event engagement, initiatives in progress, outreach and collaboration efforts, and any other action taken by the agency or cabinet. All of these reports are due this Friday and will be part of a larger recommendation report that will be sent to the student body president and vice president as well. These recommendation reports provide tremendous feedback for agency heads, cabinet division chairs, and cabinet directors as well. I was thrilled to hear the positive reactions to last semester's recommendations, and I'm glad that these reports have helped make student government even greater than it already is. Overall, I am proud of the accomplishments we have made, and I'm excited to see what SGAA will achieve in the future. With this likely being my last speech in this chamber, I just want to thank all of you for your support during my time, as well as your dedication to making this university the best it can be. If any of you need anything, please do not hesitate to reach out to me personally. With that being said, good night and go Gators.
Office, Treasurer's Office. We're now live for my report. Okay, first thing, we have a couple things today. We will be saying, unfortunately, and fortunately, goodbye to Gabe Kanchik, our Sergeant at Arms. Bye-bye, because he just got approved as the Accent Comptroller. His position will be starting soon, I believe, starting this coming Monday. But yeah, Comptroller and Sergeant at Arms are two exclusionary positions. So unfortunately, he can no longer be the Sergeant at Arms, but it has been wonderful having you here. Thank you for your service. That is the first thing. And then the second thing, this QR code behind me, everyone please scan it. This is the RSVP form to the ring dance, which I believe that both Freddie and Adrian had mentioned. This is a class councils event. The junior class has been working really hard to put this on. And as senators and people who are like the ultimate embodiment of UF spirit and our capacity for change on this campus, we should all be going out and supporting specifically this type of event that's made to basically like enhance tradition. And so it's from 6 to 9 p.m. in Touchdown Terrace on Tuesday, April 22nd. We do have Senate on April 22nd. So please be there. But since it starts at 6 p.m., you're more than welcome to just come to Senate when it starts and to be at the ring dance beforehand. Or if Senate ends before that 9 p.m. mark, y'all are welcome to go straight from this meeting to there. But yeah, I just wanted to note that here's the RSVP form. Please, it would be absolutely wonderful if you all could show up, even if just for a few minutes. I normally don't plug the SG events, but because this is a specifically really tradition-heavy event, that's why. And then also on the note of SMOs, also known as senatorial membership organizations, for those of you who are relatively new to Senate, or just in case you don't know this, Senate has generally 3 types of committees. We have our standing committees, which is what is like the Judiciary Committee and Rules and Ethics Committee and all those budget INC. And those are the committees that deal more with Senate's functions. RNA chooses who's on those committees. And then we also have the ad hocs, which right now we have 2 ad hoc committees, the Campus Mobility and Safety Committee and also the Mental Health ad hoc. Those ad hocs, I as Senate President get to form, but you all spearhead and lead, and the point of an ad hoc is just like a group of students working together towards a common mission. Along similar lines, senatorial membership organizations, I will only refer to it as SMOs. So if I say SMOs, that's what that means, are like informally known as caucuses. This is not like party caucuses, but this is just like separate caucuses, aka groups of students who are coming together for a common goal. The difference between that and ad hocs is that I don't make those. That is you guys, and you all can make a constitution for those. But yeah, it would be awesome. I encourage all SMOs to, during the announcements period, give a quick rundown of who you are, who your chair or chairs are, and what your general mission they hope to accomplish is, because just like for general Senate knowledge. Right now, we only have one SMO. That is the graduate caucus. If you are sitting there being like, no, there are other SMOs, I know that there are other SMOs, please, please, please refer to the 300 codes, particularly 313.10 and 313.11, where it has specific instructions on how to renew your membership each legislative term. So I highly encourage you all to do that. And the graduate caucus has been doing a great job with that. And then Senate President Pro Tem Porter Bai will reiterate this in his report, but please pay attention to all the names projected when it comes time to approve all the summer replacements. It is really important that those are correct. And I believe that he's going to go over this as well, but just to give you a little preview, the last Senate meeting that we're going to be having for the spring, like this spring, is going to be on April 22nd, which means that RNA is going to happen for that 22nd, like going to that 22nd meeting. We're hopefully going to approve some people who are just going to stay over summer, if that makes sense. So like when Senate President Pro Tem Porter Bai reads the open seats, he's going to read off some seats that are open, just like open general seats, and he's also going to read off some open summer seats. So make sure that if you know people who are going to be engaged while taking classes over the summer, that you let them know to come in and interview. We just really want to make sure that we're meeting quorum and that we're having a productive chamber of people who want to be here and are engaged and involved, which is why we're being super proactive with interviews, as opposed to just doing them over the summer. And then if you are here over the summer, I just wanted to give a heads up that we normally meet, I believe, that first week that school starts, which is the week of the 13th. We will not be meeting that week. We will be meeting on the following week. We will send out an email with that information for those of you who this applies to. But I just wanted to let you know, just in case you're wondering when to be in Gainesville, not the week of the 13th, the week after that. I believe the week of the 20th. Yes, maybe. And then lastly, speaking of summer, I'm very curious what those of you who are here over summer are up to, what you guys are planning to do, who you've been talking to in terms of working on legislation or just like various initiatives. Sometimes it's tough not being like it's tough being Senate President sometimes because I feel so detached because I don't know what you all are working on. So if you want, after the meeting, I'll stick around for a couple of minutes after. You can come up and just let me know what you've been up to. I know like it's difficult to plug your initiatives in the announcements period because it can be intimidating, or just like to tell your party leader or whomever else. But yeah, please come and talk to me. I'm just genuinely curious. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks, everyone. We are now going to move on to the replacement and agenda committee recommendations. I don't believe we have any. Maybe? Oh, we have all the summer replacements. We are now in line to hear all of the summer replacements. The procedure for this, there is no, it's okay. There's no debate period. There's also no pro con period. This is just a formality, and we absolutely need to approve these. So we're going to show it on the board. Okay. We are going to very slowly, I guess, scroll.
I say wait, let's have another scroll.
Okay. We're just gonna wait a second and then scroll, find your name, find your replacement. If something is off, now is your chance. Yeah, go ahead.
If something's wrong, raise your hand as soon as you see it.
Okay, and then in a couple of seconds, we are going to.
Also, if your name is in orange, please see me after the meeting. Yes.
I just thought that someone was gonna be replacing Caleb. I don't know if that's my excuse, but.
I
Should I talk
I didn't
after?
have anything, so. Okay, I don't have anything, so.
I had submitted someone for summer A, but I can talk to the office about that too. It might have just like been on the back.
On the form, it's just summer.
Just summer.
Yeah, on the form, it just says summer B.
If you need to submit it for both parts of the summer, Or
So
did
I
you-
spent like 2 summer camps because I did like summer camp and I shot for videos this summer. But I remember thinking the form did look different, so I'm like, did I submit the wrong form?
I only have one response.
Okay, is it too late now or,
Do you have proof that you did that?
yeah, I got it.
Does anyone else notice any issues? No. Well,
If I think Andrew put someone, but Andrew's not you, is there anything I can do about that?
No, unfortunately.
no, okay. Yeah, no.
All right, are there any motions at this time? Senate President Pro Tempore Revine.
I move to make a friendly amendment to, row 21.
There's,
Replacement for summer A to replace Barn A with Sterling Delegall by unanimous consent.
there has been a motion to add the name Sterling Delegall to column number 28, to replace for summer A by unanimous consent. This is a friendly amendment. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes. Are there any other motions at this time? We do have to approve this. Yes.
Move to approve the block of that, but it was.
There has been a motion to approve the block of all summer replacements by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Seeing none, that motion passes. Thanks, guys. Okay, we are now moving out of this, replacement and agenda committee recommendations because there are no more. We are now in line for the judiciary, or no, we are now in line for committee reports, starting off with the replacement and agenda committee.
All right, so for the open seats, and it's gonna sound like a lot, we have 1 open information and communication committee seat, 2 open permanent graduate seats, 1 open veterinary medicine seat, permanent seat, 1 open permanent education seat, and then for the summer C open replacements, there are 24 of them, including Honors Village, Hume, Infinity, Yulee, off campus there are 7, Tolbert, 2 for Cowles, building construction, business, 3 for graduate, law, nursing, pharmacy, 2 for sophomore. And then for the summer A replacements, there are 7 in total, including 1 for Lakeside, 3 off campus, accounting, graduate, and class. All right, that's it for us. And make sure, if you know people who want to interview for summer replacement seats, tell them to come in on Sunday. We're hoping to get these approved during the spring term to make sure that we have quorum. So hopefully we'll have a lot of people come and interview for these replacements.
Just out of curiosity, do we get form correctly as not senator for some replacements?
Yes, but I'd like to have more of a margin. Yes. Yes, they do. Yeah, same time, 12 o'clock noon on Friday to interview on Sunday.
We are now in line for the judiciary committee report. Will Judiciary Chair Bravo please deliver the report?
Sure. So because of the Easter holiday coming up this weekend, there's a lot of the committee that's going to be out of town. So we're moving the meeting up to Friday at 2 p.m. Now, what that means for all of you is the legislative deadline moves up. So legislation will now be due tomorrow at noon. So just keep that in mind. Keep in mind, you can also still submit legislation over the summer if you're going to be here. Maybe have a replacement write it, or you can submit it when you get back as well. So it's not the end of the world. But we have to have one more meeting before the year's over. So we're going to be doing Friday because that's when the committee can meet. Thanks.
We are now in line for the Budget and Appropriations Committee report. Will Budget and Appropriations Chair Ezekiel please deliver the report?
Yeah, all right. $967,374.01 is what we allocated today. Can we please give a round of applause for my budget committee? We have exhausted all of our funds. $900,000 has been allocated to student organizations. Super cool thing to put on my resume. I'm really excited, but also super cool thing to just be sitting in that committee. I have a really cringy video of us like going crazy at the end of the committee. If anyone wants to watch it, I will not be posting it because Cole told me not to post it. But it was a really good time. Thank you guys so much for being so efficient. We ran out of funds. We were scheduled to have 2 more budget committee meetings, and because the entire committee knew their codes, knew how it worked, we're really good at fact checking everybody and making sure none of us made any budget errors. We went really fast, and I'm really proud of this committee. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask me. Orgs will be notified later this summer. They're not going to be notified right now, but you guys can always come talk to the committee, ask us questions about your orgs and things of that sort. But very proud of my committee. I'm very excited to be serving as your chair for this cycle.
It is not an easy task. We are now in line for the Rules and Ethics Committee report. Will the Rules and Ethics Committee Chair Filoramo please deliver the report?
Hi everyone, kind of the same thing for me. Constituency is due next Tuesday. We're probably going to be meeting again Monday afternoon. This will be the last time for this term. So if you submit something on after Monday, it'll still be heard, but it'll be heard when the new committees takes place in the summer. If you have questions about your specific constituency, please reach out to me well in advance of next Tuesday because I can't help you after then. If you go to tabling on Tuesday, you have to submit it that Tuesday before Senate. So make sure you get everything in before the Senate meeting starts. If you guys have any questions, just email me, text me. Thank you.
We're now in line for the Information and Communications Committee report. Will Chair Felix please deliver the report?
All right, hey guys, so not much from me. I know everyone's been asking about their name tags. That got placed like this week, so it should be here by next meeting for you all. Also, I know like a few days or maybe yesterday, I sent an email about putting in slideshows for mentor-mentee. So please make sure you guys do that. It's really important. I'm going to be dropping the preference form tomorrow morning. So make sure to look through those slides and get those in as soon as possible. If you don't get it in, then you'll be contacted individually. And then I would also just like to take a moment to announce my new vice chair, Senator Finfrock, wherever she is.
We are now in line for bills under first reading. There are none. We are now in line for bills under second reading. There are none. We are now in line for bills under. Yes, we are now in line for bills under third reading. There are none. We are now in line for bills pending signature. There are none. We are now in line for announcements. Are there any announcements at this time? Senator Littman.
From the R&E committee, you need to get your constituencies done. There are a few SG events on the 17th for PACE and International Affairs Cabinet. There are also some SG funded events coming up from the 16th to the 19th. There's a bunch of like the Florida Comedy Clubs, the 17th at 7 to 10. And there's out in STEM, for all the STEM majors out here, from 5 to 7.
Mental health ad hoc chair Prada.
Hi guys, so on Monday, we're going to have a mental health day. It's gonna be at the Wrights North Lawn, and it's gonna be from 12 to 4. There's gonna be a lot of cool things. I'm probably gonna be teaching the yoga, so if you wanna see that. But we're gonna have a lot of other things, and on Thursday, we're gonna have a meeting, and everyone's welcome. It's gonna be at 7:45, and yeah. So please come because it's important. We represent the student body, and there's more information